We're continuing Remedy with a singles contest. One wrestler we definitely know, but who will his mystery opponent be? We're about to find out, and I'm sure that man right there, Drew Marshall, is as keen to know as we are. So Drew Marshall, a veteran of wrestling, first appeared at W3L circa 2008. And he's wrestled all over the UK. Returned to W3L in June of last year. We saw him as part of the Wrestling Showdown Championship tournament at the end of last year. Got eliminated in the semi-finals by the original Craig Stevens.
So I'm Drew Marshall, and I'm sure he wants to know just as much as we do who his mystery opponent's going to be. So without any further ado, let's find out who his mystery opponent is.
This shows a lot of confidence for Drew Marshall to face a mystery opponent. Hang on, Craig Stevens? Is he going to face Drew Marshall? Now he's breakout champion, he's wrestling showdown champion.
Now, you'll be wondering why I'm out here after a brutal ladder match. But I'll tell you, I've chosen your mystery partner. And he's travelled a long way from the United States of America. It's a man who has helped me earlier in this match. For all the belts, accompanied by his father, Len Ironside, as the return of the king,
Well, things are becoming a little clearer now. We saw Leo Ironside, there he is, along with Len Ironside, Scottish wrestling legend. And he truly is, Len Ironside, former councillor up in Aberdeen as well. He's a man that knows how to play politics better than anybody. He interfered in that match, attacking Sakiba Lee. Leo Ironside interfered in that match, attacking Sakiba Lee, and they allowed Craig Stevens to win. Was this premeditated? It's looking very much like it. I have no idea when Leo Ironside was installed as Drew Marshall's mystery opponent. It might have been earlier tonight, I honestly couldn't say. But as I mentioned earlier on, we knew Leo was back from the United States. He's from Aberdeen, currently lives over in Florida, where he's been training over there for the past 3 years or so. And of course, he was here just to kind of catch up with everyone and say hello. Then he turns up and helps Craig Stevens, and obviously maybe he went to management and said, I'll face Drew Marshall. Maybe that was the plan all along, I don't know. But Drew Marshall got to face Leo Ironside.
You all are right, but he's big. Wow! Honestly, I've come back from Florida, and I did miss Scotland up to 1.7, but you guys are crap. Look at you! Honestly, I'm sorry guys, I'm already missing Florida, why can't I go back? Florida fans are so much nicer than you are. But that's alright, this is as simple as it's going to be. I'm going to win this match, you have no idea who I am, I know who you are, Ginger. Not you, Red, you get out of the way. So simple, that's how it's going to be. Watch and learn, boys. Shut up and ring the bell, you're getting smashed.
And Drew Marshall, man of few words, but he doesn't need them. So we have got something of a disparity. Drew Marshall, long-time veteran of British wrestling. Leo Ironside, a bit newer, debuted for W3L at the Summer Spectacular in August of 2018. So the Marshalls been around wrestling a good 10 years more. But it's true, Leo Ironside's kind of flown under the radar, particularly in Florida, whereas Drew Marshall, he's been appearing for W3L more and more in the past year. There's probably more footage of Drew Marshall that you can scout than there is of Leo Ironside. And Leo knew who he was facing, whereas Drew Marshall didn't. In all the years he's been away, it's nice to see that Leo Ironside is still as arrogant and as self-centred as ever. We saw him challenge for the Wrestling Showdown Championship back at Fighting for Life in December 2018 as he hoists up Drew Marshall. He was the inaugural Breakout Champion. Away he goes for a cover early. He was the very first Breakout Champion. He won it in a 4-way at Wrestling 13 back in September 2019. And he vacated it when he moved to the United States. And that's where he's been. He's been training with Chris Silvio, people that have appeared on the National Wrestling Alliance over in the USA. Some have appeared on AEW as well. So he's in good company, and it's surely only a matter of time before he breaks out. But he's back here in the UK. Look at the strength of Marshall. He was determined to continue climbing the ranks here in the Worldwide Wrestling League. And he's not going to let some young guy that he's never heard of, and I will guarantee he's never heard of Leo Ironside, get the better of him. Drop kick, and Ironside spiraled round there and rolled to the floor. You notice that Craig Stevens has stayed at ringside, and I wonder, is he looking at Leo Ironside as a potential co-tag team champion? Is that part of his plan? It could well be the case. I mean, certainly one good turn deserves another, right? Hang on, Marshall. Oh, Ironside moved out of the way and rammed him into the ring apron. Marshall's got to watch, because this could become a 2-on-1. Chop Drew Marshall. I'm sure Marshall's been chopped harder than that before. So he just creates some distance, give himself a couple moments breathing room, just a chance to think. And he has the experience, just casually walks out the way. Then there's a chop. Welcome back to W3L, Leo Ironside. And this crowd, they like Drew Marshall. Iron Drew, as he calls himself. And Leo Ironside, he's been attempting a more technical style while over in the United States. Takes a running dropkick, we'll see how much that he can break out. But he's shown a propensity. Wait, goes for another cover. Oh, and Marshall straight out. We'll see how much technical wrestling Ironside does and just how many rules he's going to break. You can see it right here, choking him on the middle rope. And the thing is, Craig Stevens is right there. Will he get involved? I don't know. He's working those trapezius nerves now. He's got hold of those arms. And Stevens just trying to bide his time. See, Marshall swatted him away. And Marshall complaining because, yeah, Leo Ironside is indeed using the ropes, wrapping his arm around that rope, and Marshall's temper, which is fairly short at the best of times. Imagine he and PG Race attacking. So he's caught with that back elbow. It's shortening by the second. Another cocky cover. Leo Ironside, he puts some weight across the shoulder but doesn't hook a leg or anything. Drew Marshall, you saw him whispering something in Leo Ironside. Hang on, roll up there. Whispered something in his ear, and I will guarantee it was a couple of 4-letter words. So that's very much what Drew Marshall would do. Cover again after that knee lift. Leo Ironside complaining. And Drew Marshall, not only is he more experienced, he's more used to this WTL ring. Leo Ironside's not been in this ring for many a year. Leo Ironside, I mean, again, the cockiness just exudes out of him, doesn't it? Drew Marshall kicking out there. He's not going to let some guy making his return to WTL for, I don't know if it's one night only. He's back in the UK for I think a good few weeks, maybe a couple of months. So we'll see what he's got on his plate. But this might be a one-off, it might not. And another back elbow catches Drew Marshall. So he's not going to allow this guy coming in and get the win. dropkick by Leo Ironside. Oh, look at that, this is awful. Drew Marshall not even going to take any of the counts, immediately going to grab the ropes. And Leo Ironside to fight to get his arms off them. Leo Ironside really needs to be aware of the fact that Drew Marshall has been around a long time. He's a cagey, wily veteran, and he needs to be more into his covers. This pig, again, totally behind Iron Drew Marshall. He ducks again, and a body press took him down. Now, admittedly, not the best cover from Iron Drew Marshall, but I guess one poor cover deserves another. Maybe he thought he'd knock him unconscious as he dove on him with that body press. Leo Ironside just rolls across the ring. Craig Stevens giving him words of encouragement. And Marshall, he's fought Craig Stevens before for the Wrestling Shield and title, so he'd love a shot at that again. Oh, and the referee laying down the rules. She's not going to take any bad mouthing from Leo Ironside, who runs in with that uppercut. Should be noted that Leo does have some friends and family in the building who knew he was coming along, so he said they would come along and see him, also watch the show as well. Clothesline by Drew Marshall. You saw the way he sat down just to give added torque to that move. Referee applying the count. Of course, if neither man gets up before the count of 10, this match will be ruled a draw. Drew Marshall is feeding off this audience. Who's going to be first to their feet? I think it's Iron Drew. Stevens, what is he doing? What is Craig Stevens doing with his turnbuckle pad? As both men in the ring exchanging forearms. The referee doesn't see it, neither do either of the participants. Look at them exchanging forearm blows. Craig Stevens on this ring apron. There's a chop, and the referee's trying to replace his turnbuckle pad. What is Stevens up to? And Marshall, with these blows, pummeling Leo Ironside. And now he's realised Stevens is there. And Craig Stevens just smacked him to behind and knocked him down. He's a powerful man, is Craig Stevens. Of course, the referee too was trying to fix his turnbuckle pad. So now Leo Ironside's gone over. And Craig Stevens has grabbed hold of Drew Marshall. He's got his arms pinned back. Ironside came in. Oh, and he nearly hit Craig Stevens. These two nearly collided. And a headbutt by Drew Marshall. Oh, it's Akib Ali! He's seen enough and he's gone after Craig Stevens. Look, Drew Marshall just pinned Leo Ironside as Akib Ali and Craig Stevens brawl on the floor. A popular winner was that headbutt. Marshall's won a lot of matches with hitting that headbutt out of nowhere. And look, Akib Ali and Craig Stevens brawling all around the building. Akib Ali has not forgotten what happened earlier on. He's got still lots of animosity towards Craig Stevens. I'm sure there's a lot aimed at Leo Ironside as well. Drew Marshall, credit where it's due, he took on a mystery opponent, Leo Ironside, returning from the United States of America. It was the Scottish Superman who overcame that double teaming, who overcame all the cheating. He hit that headbutt and scored the pin. Even with Craig Stevens trying to interfere, it was not enough. And Craig Stevens then being attacked by his former tag partner Akib Ali